Hello students, how are you? Student, yesterday I explained fifth part of the lesson. Now today I am going to explain sixth part of it. Now listen. Sahib too is wearing tennis shoes that look strange over his discolored shirt and shorts. Someone gave them to me, he says in the manner of an explanation. While standing at the French gate of a club, Sahib Alam was watching the tennis game which was being played by two young men who were wearing white dress and shoes, and Sahib Alam was also wearing shoes which were looking strange over his discolored shirt and shorts. When the writer Anis Jung asked Sahib Alam who had given him those shoes, then he replied that someone had given him those shoes. The fact that they are discarded shoes of some rich boy who perhaps refused to wear them because of a hole in one of them does not bother him. The reality was that writer Anis Jung is saying that the reality was that they were discarded shoes of some rich boy who perhaps refused to wear those shoes because of a hole in one of them, and those shoes having a hole in one of them was better for Sahib Alam to wear because he had never worn even a pair of shoes in his entire life. That is why he was feeling better while wearing the shoes. For one who has walked barefoot, even shoes with a hole is a dream come true. For a boy who used to walk barefoot in his entire life, having even a discarded shoes was like the fulfillment of his dream. But the game he is watching so intently is out of his reach. But the tennis game which he was watching intently, it was beyond his reach, because for playing tennis game it needed a lot of money which Sahib Alam could not afford because he was a rag picker. This morning Sahib is on his way to the milk booth. In his hand is a steel canister. After a few days, when the writer Anis Jung saw Sahib Alam carrying a steel canister in his hand towards the milk booth. After a few days, one morning, the writer Anis Jung saw Sahib Alam moving towards milk booth carrying a steel canister in his hand. I now work in a tea stall down the road, he says, pointing in a distance. When the writer Anis Jung asked him where he was going, then he told the writer that he started working in a tea stall, and he showed the tea stall to the writer by pointing towards it, which was at a distance. I am paid 800 rupees and all my meals. Does he like the job? I asked. And Sahib Alam also told the writer that he had been given 800 rupees a month, and is all meals. He had been given all meals of the day and 800 rupees per month. And at this, writer Anish Jung asked him if he liked the job. His face, I see, has lost the carefree look. The steel canister seems heavier than the plastic bag he would carry so lightly over his shoulder. At this, Sahib-e-Alam did not give any answer. When the writer Anish Jung asked him if he liked this job, then Sahib-e-Alam did not give any answer. But after listening that question, he lost, his face lost the carefree look, and the steel canister was seeming heavier than his plastic bag, because that time he was working as a slave. He was not free to do the work according to his own. While he was working, while he was picking rags from the heap of garbage, the bag was his. The canister belongs to the man who owns the tea shop. Sahib is no longer his own master, and the carefree look from his face was disappeared, and the steel canister seems heavier than his plastic bag, because when he was picking rags from the garbage, in the garbage, that time bag was his own. He was the owner of the bag, and he was doing the work. He was picking the rag according to his own wish. He was picking the rags freely. But when he was carrying a steel canister, that steel canister was not his own, and that steel canister belonged to the owner of tea stall. And Sahib was, that time Sahib was not free to do any work according to his own will. And in this way, Sahib was no longer his own master, and Sahib was an employee. Sahib was a worker who was working under his owner. Now students, I think you will have understood the meaning of this part of the lesson. Now I request you to read and write the explanation. Tomorrow I will explain next part of the lesson. Thank you and have a nice day.